I got a call last week from a potential client who told me a story that reminded me of a condition that I haven't talked about on the YouTube channel thus far. And that condition is called Sudden Repulsion Syndrome. I haven't mentioned it because it's not a DSM-5 diagnosis. When you go to a psychiatrist, they don't really diagnose it. It's more seen in relationships, and it's more seen as something that just comes up suddenly, but the repulse, the feeling is so visceral that you can't shake it, and it changes how you feel about your partner. So let me tell you what it is. This woman started dating this guy, and then all of a sudden, one day she was at a Korean restaurant with him, and they had ordered a soup, and she watched him eat it with the slurping, and it disgusted her. It repulsed her so badly that she couldn't get it out of her mind. It's almost like she became obsessive about it. And when you obsess about one part of something you saw your partner do, it makes you move back like, oh my gosh, what else is going on? It can happen with anything. If a partner changes their hair and you see something repulsive about it, or it can be a certain quirk they do, but basically it happens within the relationship, and it's very different than not being attracted to someone, which I will follow up in another YouTube today. Repulsion means that it just repulses you. It disgusts you. You have to get away from it. So I want to go through why this happens. What are the potential reasons? So that if you do feel it, you can see where you are in this, be honest with yourself, and maybe it will help you either move forward or end the relationship. Because many times it's a forewarning. It's something you overlook that's deeper. The first cause is emotional immaturity. If you feel like you're just not mature as far as accepting all parts of a person, maybe you're a little bit more judgmental, critical, you're into some kind of a perfect, idealized look. And so when you see something that's reality, or something about this person that they share with you now, it just like it makes you move apart. Like you're not emotionally mature enough to accept this part of them. Secondly, it might go against something you value. Like, let's say your partner comes home with a tattoo, and they had always said they wanted a tattoo, but they were just kind of kidding because they knew that your value system thought it was really wrong or immoral or a sign of immaturity or something. And then they just go do it, and they come home and you see that tattoo and you feel a repulsion. Not only that they got the tattoo, but what it symbolizes. So it's a value thing. It goes against your values, and it's significant when there's something else going on in the relationship that you've ignored. And then lastly, it's a fear of intimacy. When you feel like the relationship is getting too close and you're not able to take that. Like, let's say something your partner does in an ordinary time, you would not have accepted that, but now it's so intimate. It like the person is so into you and you're so close, and it's like a line that you were not willing to cross. Then like that would be a sign of maybe they get a tattoo with your name or something, where you're just like, oh my gosh, like if this doesn't work, this person is forever branded with me. I've seen it happen in that, and there's a repulsion, there's a pushing away. So in other words, the person and you got so close that you just weren't ready for it, and you weren't ready to open yourself and be vulnerable with this person because you blame this behavior, but it's probably not that. So those are the three most likely causes. It's also in line with obsession. So basically, if you find yourself that you're having repulsions, and that's happened to you, not only in this relationship where they come on suddenly, but many others, then I would seek counseling, and I would seek help from a medical doctor, because it could be it could be the beginning or the presentation of an obsessive compulsive disorder that works best with therapy and medication. So this is just more of the awareness. It's called SRS. It's Sudden Repulsion Syndrome. And if you have it, this is a great place to comment because we can all grow together and learn more about it.